Hi guys, welcome back to episode 3 of Kaboozi podcast. There have been so many requests, so many confusions, so many things that people have to say. So we're here, we're back, We had to sit down and first have a chico to understand what's going on. But we're back.
And obviously, today we're going to have various topics for you guys. So, to start off, today's topic would be the dynamic between us and our parents. What is like the dynamic between us and our parents?
Yeah. But we're gonna start off today's episode by, because we're Ugandan, we're proudly Ugandan. Every single time we go out, people confuse us to be Kenyan sisters. Like it say that we're Tanzanian, but no, we're from Uganda. So we're gonna start off our segment today by like saying, how can we say we're Ugandan without saying we're Ugandan? Guys. So the props. So we have some props to show that we are from the proud, because people are not allowing that we are from there. You get what I mean? So we have some props to show that we're from the power. We have some props to show that. So I'm gonna start with the girl, Miss Antonia, African Pearl, Pearl of Africa. That's where her name comes from. She's not calling herself Pearl. She's African Pearl from the Pearl of Africa.
Let's just say Pearl of Africa, the central, the heart of the motherland. Okay. So let me start off by pulling up my prop. Asu? You said,
I said that's Uganda without telling us Uganda.
if you come to it, guys, or if you come to a Ugandan household and you do not find yourself some simambi, this is a spice. It could be expired. It's curry powder. It can be expired, but it's still what? It's still, it never expires. It never expires. The food is still good. Ask Ashley. We had a Friendsgiving last week.
Yes, the Friendsgiving, people ate food, people carried food. We started asking at the end of the night, where's the hood? They carried it because of what?
Simabe, curry powder, original, and genuine.
I'm crying.
So, as we touch down on new topic, me, I think like
Kaboozi answering it. You have to ask me too.
I want us to do it like slightly.
Oh, like okay, well, we do it sliding, and a little. Just we're turning, we're changing the module.
Yeah, you don't want to just give me everything. You just want to spice it up in between the
Also, here,
yeah, So, what's the dynamic between you and your parents?
we have to first explain what dynamic is. Some people. I'm so sorry. I like to jump to the great. Dynamic is like basically how you relate to your parents now. So obviously, as we said, we're immigrants coming from Uganda, settling here. And me personally, my mom comes to see me. Antonia, have you seen your mom ever since you came here?
I saw my mom in February. I went back to Uganda.
So I think that's also plays kind of a way that played into how we relate to our parents. Because me, my mom, she comes every single year. You get to see your mom like once in a long time period. Anyway, how the cash is, when the money is she did when the money
But I'm going to go back next year. I plan on going for my friend's graduation. Excuse me. And I also plan on going in October, Osama time.
Osama.
That's how you can tell Ugandan without being a Ugandan. When I start saying stuff like Osama.
Musama is a person who comes back to Uganda for vacation. Majorly summertime period.
It means that you're no longer Ugandan.
You're Ugandan who has gone outside there and now you come back. You want some spice and talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah. In my way, I feel like the dynamic between me and my parents is like my parents are more supportive and like they do that guidance thing where they'll call me and they'll be like, well, how are you doing? What's the next move? Following through with different.
So they keep you, they always
try to make sure that I'm sure they check and they check me and say, Mom, I'm supposed to be buying houses. Stop sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me, my dynamic has really changed between like when I was younger and now being older. I like keep on saying my mom is a breadwinner at home. So like when I was younger, how sometimes people be scared of their parents. You guys, we used to be scared of my mom. When my mom touches down in the house, everyone collects that thing. They switch up that TV, they run to the room, they close the door. But now, I actually really like my mom. Like every single thing that I go through, I call my mom. Actually, that turning point experience for me and my mom. Because before I used to really see her as a parent. And in Africa, like our parents really like, they put us in the right way. They would say about
Emotional bonding is kind of.
it's very vague. It's very vague.
When you cannot say I love you.
We tell our fathers we love them, but the mother, it's weird. And then the mother,
Father has never said I love you back.
Yep.
I know he loves me. I know he loves
the social thing, okay,
I know he loves me, but he cannot say it, And he says that a different way.
or your father is the kind of person who does actions more than once. My father kind of does both, but my father, is a romantic guy. When we see those things, like, what happened is romantic. So my dad was very loving and very caring. The same thing with my mom. But I feel like the way my mom grew up, she probably didn't have people around her who would bring up that emotional side with her. So even with her kids, like, I just started telling my mom, I love you this year.
Because you become Americanized.
No, I had to see that. Because, Antonia, our parents, even like, I had to understand that sometimes we put a lot of pressure on our parents, but they're also living life for the first time, And this year is the first time I actually ever put myself in my mom's shoes to relate. As a woman in Africa, my mom has paid all our school fees, and she's also paying school fees for us in the United States. So I have to sit down and think about it. In Africa, to be making or doing such things like that, you're a phenomenal woman. So I had to put myself in her, she needs some love. No one's going to tell her they love her. I have to belong to her that I love her. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that has made me like empathize more with her, like coming here, dealing with all these work experiences, having to deal with like situations with men at work. You have to start respecting your parents and seeing how they, balance all those things. So pretty much that's for me, to be honest.
Respect and boundaries.
But like, even when I was younger, my mom would come and ask us about boyfriends. She'd be like, tell me about your boyfriend. I'm like, Mommy. Now she'll call me. She's like, what's going on today? I'm like, every day.
I think with my mom, I used to like when we were younger. When I was younger, she was still like in her 30s, Still, my mom is young. I used to tell her about like my boyfriends. But like, I had this fantasy about marrying my high school sweetheart. That thing, it does sound. They used to like our stuff really well. From P7, the guy I thought I would.
You only walk all the way from P7. You guys, P7 is one class here. Yeah, what? Yeah, 10? So like, yesterday.
Yeah. Because I thought I would marry this guy. I came to America. The guy, before I had left, I went to see him. And then I was telling him we should break up. The guy told me, no, we can deal with this stairs when he's coming down to Canada. Me thinking stupidly that Canada and
those people who like us, you're going to come and move to Seattle, Manyawa, because you love us. Side eye.
Yeah, so the guy, immediately I landed in America. The guy cheated on me.
Yeah, in Uganda.
She didn't wait for me.
So you know what's really messed up, yeah? When you come here from Uganda, it's like everyone knows your boyfriend. And you will have people who are always there telling you all that information.
They exactly in the group. They put me in the group.
They push it.
Yeah. That's why he said don't do WhatsApp. I don't really connect with Uganda.
It's like that, ghetto. I don't connect with tips like that. Listen, that ghetto.
I feel like now I don't see myself kind of like dating a Ugandan. That's why I like tend to date around the globe, but I kind of surpass the East African part.
Yeah.
You find me like I could date a South African, but I cannot,
The thing about Uganda,
no offense. Stop coming for our people. You people.
I'm short. Okay, there's the high problem too. And that's why even in Uganda, like there's a specific time in our lives, people only like the what? The Banyankole, Basheshe, the Rwandans, because Kiwatibo. You know what I mean? But me personally, we have come here and we've also been exposed to some Ugandan men. I think also the culture that we have been exposed to is not similar to the culture that we have back in Uganda. You know what I mean? In Uganda, if you find someone who's really good, they're really good. They come from a good family. They come from all these different things. But the Ugandans who are here are not really from the same places that we come from. So it's really hard for you to relate to them, But yeah, to complete this thing, our dynamics between our parents. My dynamic when I was younger was a little bit, I didn't have an emotional side with my mom. But I think getting here and learning more about like being an emotional being, being in touch with my feelings as a woman, it has helped me relate more to her as a woman and her struggles. So now
We empower.
now she's my girl. Like I tell her everything, and I love my mom so much. So I really thank her for every single thing that she's done. And yeah, it's all love, it's all vibes, you know.
Mm-hmm. So as we have to add the spice. Tell me you're Ugandan without telling me you're Ugandan. Ashley, tell us. Tell us.
No, we can't.
So by Izane, I also like pick up the naloe, I'm gonna throw it over on a red drink. When we're in Uganda, what discuss we feel something. Something. There was a song called Amarula. You know what I mean? And all of us used to wonder what Amarula is, what Amarula is. I back home that time. I remember I was drinking Amarula. So Amarula is a drink. I think it's made in South Africa, but it's very popular in Uganda and Rwanda and East Africa and everything like that. If you do not have this in your home, you're not truly East African or you're not really.
Amarula.
Amarula is that thing. It's made of like a milk cream drink. It's fire.
It's fire and it
Yeah.
hits different.
Yeah.
It's like coffee and milk with alcohol.
What is that like? What an espresso? Aha! It's our Ugandan version of an espresso. Espresso. Yeah, but
Miss Mao, tell me you're Uganda, guys. Let me first pull my segment from here. Aye. You see the, forgive my phone, it has fallen on set. This is what we call Reiko Muchuzi mix cube. You add it in the sauce.
we have two versions. We have the chicken version, and then we have the beef version. That's the chicken. Guys, do you know how like what's the super? Oh,
And you'll see a cow on it.
yes, those these people have, what are they called? The West Africans, they have Maggi. This is the East African Maggi, and it's amazing. It's so good. Yeah, you can never go wrong with this.
It just makes the food delicious.
Delicioso, yeah, delicioso, yeah, bona. So yeah, so those are a few household items that we have in the house to show that we're Ugandan. And we have one last item, guys. I have to show you this one.
She had to stack the. We'll give my couple.
You guys, what do we call these little things here? Kalesu. We call this kalesu.
Yeah, the Wanyankole like to cover themselves in it.
Actually, this one is actually from Uganda, the Maasai people who are actually next to Kenya. So a lot of times we have these as the things that we cover around in the house. So you can take around you. So when you're cold, yeah, this is what we had.
And then when you go to your bathroom, you're going to shower, you pull out
You take your this.
like a villager.
You know what kalesu are going? You don't trust you.
You know, it's more like a blankie. Yeah, but
Blanket.
blanket. That one. Yeah.
So yeah, those are our conclusions for today about our dynamics between our parents and stuff like that. But me, honestly, Antonia, what actually changed my dynamic into me and my friends, one time I was in high school and then they caught me. I went and I escaped. Okay, I didn't escape. We had like two days. We were one of those. Okay, I escaped a little bit. Just a little bit. I used to like my mom while I was sick. So if I go to that thing across the road, and then when I go to that thing across the road, my friends will come and pick me and then go out the whole night. So one time, I get a boyfriend at school, you know. So in Vienna, we had like a weekend that we had before we do our exam. So you should go home, relax. You don't get your energy back. So my mom had gone to South Africa. So the driver picks me up, drops me off at home. I said, my boyfriend's party is today on Friday. He sends me an Uber. I pull up to his house, everything like that. I overslept, Antonia. My mom comes back home. She doesn't find me. She didn't even say anything. How come is she supposed to call you and be like, bro, are you doing that? Like nothing. So I come home, I asked them. The house girl asked her, like, where's my mom? She's like, oh, she hasn't come back. The house girl was really my hope. So I went out again. I came back. Now this is Sunday. I sleep like nothing has happened. So she calls me in the room on Sunday morning. She's like, Ashton, come here. I'm very happy. I'm like, mommy, how was your trip? The bless say, go down.
Akukuba.
They beat me, you guys. They beat me. But you know, my mom, she can't really beat. You know, we're metals. They used to beat us. I see that they used to beat us in high school. So my mom's beatings, they weren't from beatings. But for my mom to empathize with you, you have to cry. So after she beat me, she looked at me. She said, "This thing, they're not hurting you." I said, "Mommy, they're hurting me." Then she told me, "But Ashton, if you're going out, you have to tell me. If you're doing this, you have to tell me." That's when I knew that my mom was beating my girl. Because you're beating me, I've cried a little bit. Now you're telling me that it's okay. That's when my dynamic changed.
Me and my mom, we had a certain dynamic where it was like, she said I had grown breasts.
Guy, if you grow breasts in Uganda, they say, now you're grown up.
So, okay, I don't know. There, a lot of people say that I'm a bully when it comes to my siblings. I have a little brother. So my little brother, I can attest to that. Don't listen to her. My little brother, he's doing some dumb stuff, hiding the remote. So, I pull him a little here, and then he goes and reports me to mommy. So my mom is like, "Why are you beating my son?" And you know how my dad does their sons, and most especially because younger. So she cuts. She's like, I'm like, "I didn't do anything to your son. Chill out, relax." So she's like, "Also, you're good." And I'm like, man. So I'm like, "Mommy, I'm too old to be beaten. You want to raise your voice at me?" I'm like, "I'm not real born raise it. Yeah, I'm raising my voice." So she gets the hunger, She breaks the hunger. She's trying to beat me. I hold the fight down.
This was the truth. It just lit on me. I laid down.
I held the hunger. My mom got so mad.
You guys, if you ever hold that instrument that they're using to beat you in Africa, you're the dope.
I told her this is child abuse. Then she's like, "What do you mean?" I said, "You can go and get a speaker and beat me, but you're not going to beat me."
Yeah, that guy's well.
So she said this. Hey. So she got so mad. She called my dad. My dad doesn't beat me.
Like my buddy. Every single time I was in trouble, I'd be like, they'll be like, "Who do you want us to call at the administration?" I'll be like, "Oh, my dad." But I know my dad. I know my dad isn't going to do anything. So just be like, "But Ashley, why did you do this thing?"
And when my dad comes home, he's like, because my mom, Sandra, what's for your daughter? She raised her hands at me.
And when you're having something wrong, now you're no longer their daughter, you're the father's daughter.
Yes. So my dad is like, "What do you mean?" So he said, like, "Michelle, apologize to your mother." I said, "Daddy, I didn't do anything to her. She tried to beat me with hunger. That's not acceptable." That
I was my dad.
My dad is like, "So you, Sandra, you cannot beat that out the hunger." And she has already grown. Just talk to her. My mom was so mad. So the next day she told me, "You're sleeping on the buff."
You guys, I really can't.
Okay, that you're sleeping on the balcony. And I'm like, "All right, cool." So I told my dad, "Yeah, I just want to come stay with you." That's the whole point of having two houses.
You're best slave, I'm sorry. Think I'm best slave. Who are you going to beat with the hunger? Me? No.
Rather I sell my breasts, I'll grow my breasts. That's why they're spiraling.
I'm surprised you did tell you about your kabam.
My mom hated my bum.
For real?
She would tell me to cover up.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm having in bag up?
Anthony. Okay. She's flat. I didn't get this back from my mom's side.
I'm being honest. She's a really young, even honest. It's honest. But like also, but now they don't have bums. I saw men now from my butt from mine that side.
Yeah, my dad is a Gison. You know that a Gisu we have Saina. We shake. We have big nuts. So I got that from my shops, my pop side. So yeah, she just always had me cover it up with the shorts and a legging.
So how is it now for you guys? Has that changed a little bit? Yeah. Because I feel like your mom, when you guys have conversations with her, she respects you as the elder sibling, and you have a lot of input when it comes to their decisions back at home. So I guess when you start making money, when you start making money, you're the big boss. You can do whatever you want now. In a Uganda household, even if you want to do it, as long as you have the command.
And my mom is like my confidant. I ask her for stuff, guidance and stuff like that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's our conclusion for episode 3. I hope we have brought you a little bit closer to our homes and our dynamics between us and our parents. slight things about us growing up and stuff like that. But yeah, we would like to conclude. We'll see you in episode 444.